Hello everybody, welcome to my home and to sunny, still hot Florida. This is a channel for cross stitching if you just happen to come onto this channel, and I share a bunch of my cross stitch projects and some things I'm working on, as well as many other people in YouTube world. So go look for Flosstube and you can find more, and I'm glad you joined me today. So I want to show you several things I'm working on, several things I've finished, some of my plans in the future. But I wanted to start out by saying, yay, I've reached over 500 subscribers, and I promised that something would happen at that point. And I'm going to start, first of all, with telling you about a SAL that we're starting, a stitch along. And sorry, I got to open this. I forgot to open it before the video. And in this, that's what I'm going to do a drawing with, so I want to show this first. So I'm going to tell you about the SAL that I'm going to be starting. It's called Harvest Delivery. It's from Plum Street Sampler. So you can get it in different versions. The one I have here is a full page one. I think there's a smaller version in a half pack. But it has like a wagon with pumpkins and a white horse. And Victorian Motto, who is one of our ladies who makes some flosses, she dyes flosses. She is going to do a floss packet for this chart. And so be watching my Instagram this week, because I'm going to be posting a lot and marketing a lot, just for, not marketing, but you know what I mean, just kind of getting you ready for this SAL and how to get the floss packet and everything. She is going to start taking orders for the floss packs on September 1, so that's coming up next weekend. And then you will get them. She'll start shipping them on September 15th, and then we start the SAL on September 30th. So I will link below her blog to where you can go and look there at how to get a hold of her, but I'll also put her email down below. She also has an Etsy shop, but I would email her when you're ready. And you can probably go ahead and start ordering this. Just know you won't get them. She's not shipping them till September 15th. She's just trying to get all those packets ready. So go order this so you have it ready. We're not starting for another month. And then you'll have the floss packet also. So I'm really excited for this. And so here's what I'm going to do for a giveaway. So don't mention anything about giveaway below. But all I want you to do, if you need to be a subscriber on my channel, like the video, and share the video. And I want you to comment, just comment harvest, just say harvest delivery. And you will win a floss packet and a chart. And I will draw for that by September 1st, so you know if you want it or not, and haven't ordered. You know, I don't want you to wait to order it if you're waiting on whether you want it or not. So comment below harvest delivery in comments. And the way you get to comments on a video is you keep scrolling down below. You'll see other people's videos, but keep scrolling until you get to comments, and then you can make a comment there. So just comment at harvest delivery, and you will get a free chart with the floss packet. So that's fun, and thank you for all my subscribers and people that are joining, and we are having a lot of fun this time. And this is the first SAL I'm doing, and fall is coming, and I have done this one. There's another one with a horse that is patriotic, and I love it, and so I just wanted to do another one. And I want my friends to join me. So comment below harvest delivery. Watch my Instagram. My Instagram is Melissa Gail Neely, and I'll be talking more about the SAL. Yay, I'm so happy to get that started. I want to start on that. Another thing I'm working on is Cheryl with Tranquil Stitches. That's Cheryl McKinney with Tranquil Stitches. She's another floss tuber. She is doing a round robin, which a round robin is like several women, say 8 in a group, which is going to be that for this, will get a piece of this little book we're doing. It's a cross stitch book. I'll show you here in a minute. You'll stitch a page You'll put your initial on it, and then it gets passed on. And so by the time you get all the pages back to you, a different stitcher has stitched it and put their initials on it. Now we provide the fabric. We serged it, and I'm going to show you mine. And we picked our colors, and we send all of that to Cheryl, and then she'll make sure it all gets administered and passed on and all that. But this is the chart we're all doing. It's a little booklet, and I know I've shown this before, but I want to show you my colors and what I've chosen. It's called A Token of Friendship. It's the Ackworth Friendship book. This one was in blues. I don't know if you can tell that because it got shadowy outside. There it is. I'm doing mine different. You actually make this bag because we buy fabric to put. These are actually little pockets. Each page. See how there's all the pages down there? I love this. Okay, and here's my colors. So you all know me, I like bright. So I had some fabric by Stephanie already, a big piece of it that I could use to make 10 pages. So it's 10 front and back pages. So here's my color I'm using. So it was one big piece. It's Caribbean by hand dyed by Stephanie. So what we each had to do was backstitch this on each piece. And the reason we're doing it that way, Cheryl said, was so that everybody makes sure we stitch in that square. So at the end, your pages are all the same size. Very smart, huh? That's very smart. It's a lot of backstitching and stuff, but it's worth it doing that. And then you make sure your pages are straight. And on mine, I put a little X so people knew where the top was up here with a piece of floss. And then we did our own cover and back page. So I've already done my cover, so let me show you the colors I'm using, then I'll show you my. So here are the two colors I'm using. Color and Cotton. It's kind of a Caribbean blue. It has green in it too. You can't really see it. There's the color. Caribbean is their color. Oh man, I wish you could see the green. It's like blues and green, just like Caribbean water. So that's on there, and then I'm using Classic Color Works Sunset. I love it too. And here's what it looks like. It's so pretty. You guys, some of you are going to say, oh my gosh, that's so bright, but that's me. I like it. A Token of Friendship is the cover, and my initials at the bottom. There's some good color on that. So I got the cover done, and I wanted to get my Flosstube done because I got to get this in the mail to Cheryl. So I'm going to do that tomorrow. So that's my round robin that I'm going to be doing, and I think it's going to be done over like the next 8 months. So like you get a page every day. So it won't even get put together or anything. You won't see a final on that probably for 8 more months. So that'd be fun to see that. Another thing I'm working on, and I've shown you some of this before, I've gotten a little further, is I'm going to leave my needle in it because I'm working on it right now. So I don't normally leave my needles in it. But, oh, I should open it so you can see it all. This is Amethyst Band Sampler by iStitch. And it comes to me PDF. A section every week. It actually just ended. It was 28 weeks. And I'm still working on, right now, I'm working on this bottom part with letters. That's the end of week 15. So see all this? That's how long it's going to be. This is a lavender band. Let me hold it up on this side. Color's better over here for some reason. And it's 40 count, I believe. 1/1. It's the first time I've ever done 1/1. I'm using silks. That's where I am at on that block. So hopefully next time I'm kind of in the mood to get going on this again and finishing it up. Actually, I had to do frogging last night on it. It's not easy to frog 1/1. I don't recommend it. So that's Amethyst Band, and I'll show you. I've already showed the colors before on what I'm using, but it's a silk watercolors And if you want to know that again, just let me know, and I'll message me and I'll let you know what the colors are. Okay. Another thing I'm working on is I'm doing all of Kathy Hoberman's drums and pillows that she put out last year. And I think I probably showed you this. I'll show you where I've gotten on it. I can't remember if I was done with this before. I might have been done with it. Yeah, I've shown you this before. I just got to do the back stitch around the whole thing. Isn't it cute? Putting on the hat so it will be round like a drum, like that, when I'm done. But I started working on the pillow. That's probably the new thing. Here's the new pillow. Oh, let me show you what it... So, Kathy Hoberman, hands-on design. This one's called Putting on the Hat. There's the pillow and then the drum. And I do have the pins for it. So here's where I am at on the pillow. That cat is so cute with its green eyes and green whiskers. He's really cute. So I just have 2 more drums to do. Hopefully I'm going to start on one of those in the next, it may not be till October I'll start another one. Then I think I've gotten further on my long dog sampler. I think I've done some more since I last did my video. Let me find the cover. Sorry, I didn't have the cover out. Can't show you the chart, but I can show you the cover. There it is. And it actually is done. Focus. On white with all black, but I'm not doing all black. I'll show you mine. Get closer. Isn't that cute? All the words on there. It's called Crosswords, and look how she spelt it. With a K and a Z. Isn't that cute? So here's mine and where I am on that. I'm pretty sure I'm further. Got all the blocks done. It's weird how my lighting keeps changing on us, huh? So here's what I've done that's probably new. Is this, no, not that edge. This over here. I've done all of this in here. I'll put that closer so you can see. And the squares are in black. And the color is a silk that I'm using. Silk's For You. It's kind of like a cranberry color. And then the letters I plan on doing like a metallic gold. I'll outline them in black so they show up better. So I want to get going on that again also. And those are, I think, everything that I've worked on. Well, let me show you what I've finished. And my EGA, we had a class at the beginning of August on how to make a bisque. Bisque is like a fancy name for a pincushion. I believe I think it originated in France. And I love them. I love to do them. I love to do them and give them away because they're neat little small to give away. But we had a class, and I taught a class on how to finish it. So people, they could sign up if they want, and if they wanted to, they came already with their pattern done. And then I showed them how to put it together. Some people like to sew, just with thread and sew it together. But I like to actually put a running stitch, and I'll show you real close. But here's the one I did. Look at this. Oh, I forgot to bring the pattern for this. I think I showed it on my last video, but it wasn't put together. So look at that one to see who did this, or I'll link it below. That's what I'll do. But I got this on Etsy shop. I'm pretty sure it's one of her new ones because I hadn't seen it before. And it's someone I bought from before because she does some really neat bisque news. But look at that pineapple. And look, can you see that? Let me let it focus. There. They're pineapples, and I put beads on them. These are all beads. These orangey ones. I love this. And this is probably the first one that I've kept and not given away. Every time I make one and I give it away, because it's usually for an exchange or something. I loved it. Here's how I put mine together. The green line, wait, yellow. You can't even see it, hardly. You won't see it in the video. Oh, there, you can see it. The yellow line is what you do a running stitch around both pieces, and then you just do a whip stitch around all of it, and then you can't even tell. It's so smooth when you do it that way. If you want to know how to do it this way, let me know, and I'll send you a link to a video that I used to watch and know how to do these like probably 2 years ago. I also finished another bisque that I am not keeping, that I do want to keep, but it's actually for an exchange. I'm part of the Great Bisque Facebook group, and it's an exchange for bisque. So I've been doing that ever since I discovered it. And this time we were supposed to do, they kind of like to do themes sometimes, and this time we were supposed to do a theme of like your favorite thing to do or vacation and stuff like that. And I love Florida, of course, and I live here, and I wanted to do something that looked like sunny Florida, which I knew this did, and lots of gardens and stuff and lots of green. That almost looks like a pineapple in the middle. It had some black work, kind of. That's green on mine though. And I put some bigger beads here and put some little clusters of green beads in the middle. And this is going to be my giveaway, and I gotta get this in the mail, so I wanted to show you this also. This I do have the pattern for. I did bring that one over. It's also Etsy shop Rainburst Embroidery. This is called Spring Garden Bisque. Of course, I changed all the colors. Some of those are like mauves and stuff in that one. So I changed it to be more Floridian looking. So that was that Bisque. They almost look, they all both look like Florida, huh? And this one, oh my goodness, I should look it up. Hold on a second. I already forgot who this is. And I know who it is, but I can't think at the moment. It's so cute. I wonder if I may not have it on here. I'll link it below. But this is actually a free pattern that you can get online. And I may have shown it before too. Fresh squeezed lemonade, sweet and delicious. It was done on Morning Dew. Pretty sure it's at 28 count. It might be 32. I love this. I'm going to make it into a cute pillow. So that's one of my finishes. And here's a finish. I don't think I've shown this to you, and I've had it done for a while, and I'm trying to get it. I've had it done, but I wanted to figure out how I wanted to put it together and to finish it. So I finally figured that out, and I'm going to show you what I've done. I just have to put the bows on. Look, this is someone that got married in March, and I haven't given it to him because I haven't got it put together yet. I had it done. This is a Bent Creek of My Love. Be Sure. And her, with their names and their date. And her colors in her wedding were navy blue and like burgundy. So that's what that is. I love it on this board. And I got these bows I'm gonna attach to it. So I got that done. And then I want to show some of my haul to you all. Oh, I was going to show you. Okay, I don't have a picture of it. I was going to bring the bag of it over. But before I show you my haul, I like when Michelle Bindi from Bindi Stitches and I think, oh, who else does it? Here, I'll tell you who else. Shakespeare Peddler. She also does it. Like, she'll share things like her new favorite thing. Well, yesterday I bought Lay's potato chips, deep dish pizza flavor. And I was like, I don't know about this. But they're actually really good and they're not really salty. But you might want to go out and grab some of those just to try them, but they're really good. I love them. So here's some of my, here. A friend of mine, my birthday was on July 31st. And she made this bag for me. And I just wanted to show you all. It is so cute. Look at this bag. She has and used to have a shop called Strawberry Lane on Etsy. But look at the little poles. But this fabric, oh my goodness. This fabric. And then it pulls like that. I love this bag. I haven't used it yet because I wanted to show you all. Look at the inside. That pattern. Isn't that fun? I love it. I love it most when people give me like gifts for my birthday. This is really pretty. Thank you, Devin. I joined I know some of you have seen this already. So Much to Love's fabric or project bag of the month. I didn't give up. I closed another thing I was doing that I got every month to do this because I can't do everything. So I'm going to start collecting these bags. And the thing about So Much to Love, when she does these, she puts other goodies in the bag, and sometimes it's charts, and sometimes I've been watching other videos. It's just little goodies that she'll put in it. And look at, I forgot to show you that before I closed it. Look at the inside. Isn't that cute? And you know, my house is turquoise and orange, like burnt orange. And I opened this up and I couldn't believe bees, because I do like to do stitch bees, and with turquoise. I loved it. And those daisies, I love it. And they have little sentiments all over it. Be happy, be good, honeybees, be joyful. And she always sends a little letter in it. And here's the chart we got. Look at the chart. Be happy. Exclusive to this club. And it's blue and yellow and everything. Done by Summer House Stitch Works. And then we had this little needle minder that was in it. Be Mine. And let me tell you who. So we had Beth with Summer House Stitch Works who did the chart. The Be Mine needle miner is by Robin, and she is Magnolia Baby Creates on Etsy. I'm pretty sure that's her Instagram also. And then we got, I didn't bring it over, a little pack of lemon ginger tea. So that was thrown into the package. So I love these bags. It's going to be fun. It's just every month seeing what the bag's going to be. And like every time I've seen one, I've liked them all. So I'm like, I got to join this club. So I did. If anybody's wondering, you can put one of your projects in here. Stitching projects, and then it's all together in one bag. That's why we love these. Speaking of a Savior's Praise earlier, I mean, not Savior's Praise, Shakespeare Peddler. Oh my goodness. I got my Savior's Praise. Now, I don't normally do sampler things like this, but I saw this model at StitchCon. And I just loved it. I loved everything about what it said and all the different fruits of the spirit and attributes. Some of these I'm probably going to change some of the words just to match some of my language and how I like to say the fruits of the spirit. You can't even hardly see the close here, but look at this ship on the water. All these, oh my goodness, it's huge. I'm gonna do it. I really want to do it, and I really want to do so many things. I also got the new Nora Corbett Miss Honeybee, the little bee with all the thread or the beads. All the beads I got are in there. Someday I'm gonna probably dye my own fabric. I'm trying to decide what fabric to kind of use because there's purple in there. I can't decide. I don't really want to do it on the brown there, the tan. Then I was watching somebody, a Flosstuber, and she was showing this first chart. She didn't have the other one, but she said we could only get it at Dyeing the Stitch. It was exclusive to their shop, so immediately I put the video on pause and called them. But another Plum Street sampler, just like my SAL. Tomato Dame. And there's this little lady pulling a wagon that says tomatoes with a big old tomato, and look at all that tomato vine. And I love this. This is going to sound really weird, kind of probably why I love this, but I have such a memory about tomatoes and canning tomatoes growing up on my grandparents' farm. My grandparents had an orchard up in northwest Indiana. That's where I grew up. And an apple orchard. But they also had a vegetable garden in it. And my grandpa worked at the steel mill, and he would work like till 2 o'clock, I think he got off, or 3. And he would open his truck up at work and sell his vegetables after work. Then he'd come home and work in the fields and get more vegetables ready for the next day. And then on the weekends, he'd be at the flea markets and everything, or he'd sell. He had a stand right out on the side of the road at where his house was on the land they lived. I spent many hours there. And we planted 1,000 tomato plants every season. And we weeded. So we hand weeded that whole garden all the time for 1,000 tomatoes and everything else. So, and we can tomatoes all the time. And when I see Priscilla and Chelsea talk about yard sauce and everything, I've never done all that. And I watched their video the other day, so go watch that on how to make yard sauce. I'm going to try that because that's something new. There's that chart, and then I got the other chart that's exclusive. It's another Plum Street. It's called Summertide Blessings. Look at that crow. The little lady's riding the crow, and then the big old flag that's waving with the vine of flower. I just love it. I love these little things. Can't wait to do that one. Okay, more haul, more haul. I have more. So I watched Pam from Just Keep Stitching, Pam and stuff, do this on her channel. She's finished hers and everything, and every time she showed it, I'm like, I have to have this. I need to have this. The little ghost with the umbrella. Look at the moon with the pumpkin sitting on it. I love Halloween. In the rain. I love Halloween in the rain. It's so cute. I can't wait to do it. I'll probably dye my own fabric on that. And then I bought Shannon of Shannon Christine Designs. She had a new chart that she posted this week. Really this week. But look at the snowflake. It's called Christmas Snowflake. It actually is on black. It has a lot of different stitches I've never done. So I'm going to learn that. It has a big bead pack that comes with it that she's still putting together that I'm going to get and I cannot wait to do this Christmas snowflake. It's so pretty. So it was PDF. I don't mind PDF because I'll just get plastic sleeve, and plastic sleeves and put everything in it. So I can't wait to do that. And then this one I'm starting like real quick. Probably gonna dye my own fabric a light color on this. But Misty Purcell has a new chart. Her shop is called Luminous Fiber Arts. I like every one of her charts. I am going to do every one of these bird charts. But this one I'm starting on this week, pretty sure. In the next week or two I'm starting on this one. A Raven's Reply. Look at that raven and that pumpkin. I love it. I can't wait to do it. Luminous Fiber Arts. A Raven's Reply. Then I wanted to show, so that's something I'm going to start on, the Raven's Reply. I'm also going to keep working on my whips, but I'm going to start another project too. Now, if you've watched any of my videos, you know how I like Stony Creek magazine. And I've liked Stony Creek magazine a lot because they have a pattern every month that's free. You have to pay shipping, so I usually get something with it when I'm getting it. But I've done a lot of their free patterns. And this month, or not this month, it started in March. So is this the last one? Let me look. No, I'm getting ready to get the last one, which I had already ordered. I'm just waiting to get it. So there's 6 patterns. I want to show you each one. So here's the big picture. So the first month you got this part. The second month you get this part. Third month was this part. Fourth month was this part. Fifth month was this part. And I'm getting ready, the other one's coming. And let me show you the fabric it's on. It's Vintage Stormy Night. And I know I told you all I did my stocking on this, but I was wrong about that. I'm mistaken on that. I did my stocking on Helix. So when I show that in final after it's done, I'll tell you again what one I used. So this is Stormy Vintage Night. It's darker than what I did with this on the stocking. So I got that from Stony Creek too. Look at this bag, y'all. I'm going to show it to you, and I can't remember who I got it. Did I get it from you, Tina? Tina Wearens. I think Tina Wearens. I think that's how you say your name. I'm sorry if I did not get that correct. Oh, I got to take it out to show you. Look at this bag. Look at that goat. Oh my gosh. The goat. She had them in different animals. Here's the back. Here's all the different animals. There was a pig, a rabbit, an elephant. I love this bag. It's just so fun. That's what I have my Halloween one in. I really need to get a Halloween bag to put my Halloween project in. So I'm going to be starting that Halloween stuff. I'm not much of a Halloween stitcher, but I like the cute ones, and Stony Creek has cute ones, so I like to do theirs. I did the Haunted Mansion, and I'm getting ready to go get that framed. I finished that last year, but I hadn't framed it. So I'm going to get that framed for this season, so I can't wait to do that. Let me see, have I talked about everything? Let me look at my notes real quick. I think I have. Yep, that was it. Yes. So I like to end my videos with a little bit of inspiration or something scriptural I've read. And today I was at church, so it's really easy when I do a video on Sunday because things are fresh in my mind. But today in my Connect group, we were talking about the verse Philippians 4:4, where it says, "Rejoice." Again, I say rejoice. It says, "Rejoice in the Lord always." And again, I say rejoice. And it actually is a command. It's a command from God telling us to rejoice in the Lord always. And again, I say rejoice. And we were listening to a little section on Francis Chan on video of him talking about that verse. And he was saying talking about nowhere else in the Bible or anywhere in Scripture do you read like, do not go murder. And again, I'm going to tell you, do not go murder. But this is like the only command in the Bible where it says, rejoice in the Lord always. And again, I say rejoice. And I think that's hard for us to do. And sometimes we don't know how to rejoice in the Lord or stay in that state of rejoicing. And after that in the verse, like in verse 5, it says, I have to look it up, verse 5. And the reason I'm looking up, because there's different Greek words for the Greek word for this. But it says, let your graciousness be known to everyone. Some versions say, let your reasonableness be known to everyone. Let your steadfastness be known to everyone. Let your graciousness, let your gentleness, all those words. So rejoice in the Lord always, and again I say rejoice. Let your reasonableness. So, sometimes, especially when we think about social media and the things that come across social media, a lot of times we're not being reasonable. We're just venting or saying something to vent. And so we can't rejoice in the Lord and then be that way. You're not rejoicing in the Lord when you're doing that. So he was also talking about how then can we glorify the Lord when we do that. And he said, some man questioned him one time and said, what do you mean bring glory to the Lord? How do we bring glory to the Lord? Because he's already glorious. We can't make him more glory. And I really think, and Francis Chan, who I was listening to, was also saying, really just the way you are. Like when you rejoice in the Lord, or when you're just being reasonable, or you're being gentle, you are bringing glory to the Lord. And if you think about it with your own children, like when someone might say, oh, I really like your family, I enjoy your parents, they're fun to be around, they're always in a good mood and they're always happy and everything. Well, that's kind of the same thing. Your kids are honoring you, bringing glory to you without being in a conceited way. But that's kind of how God wants us to be, that we bring glory to him, that in everything we do that we're rejoicing, and again rejoicing. And so that's my word for this video. And just remember that. And a lot of times, during the day we'll do that, we'll rejoice, and then at the end of the day we're like depressing, come home. But just think of that as you're going through your daily lives, how in rejoicing in the Lord, just by being gentle, being steadfast, being gracious, being thankful, all those things, and actually is a command that we're supposed to do as Christians. So that's my thoughts for the end of my video, and I will see you soon. Be watching my Instagram for details as we order the floss packet for the SAL, which is the Plum Street Harvest Delivery SAL. And so be watching that on Instagram so you know when and how to order that. So I'll see you. I'll probably do a little video next week on September 1st just on the SAL, just to kind of nudge you all and say, here, this is when you're supposed to order. So be watching that for that also. Again, I'll see you soon. Have a good day. Thanks. Bye.